Hello and good day. This is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. This is about one of the best videos of Billings where I live. Uh, I'll make some comments with this and we'll edit it here.
Billings is one of those places that is so unique. I mean, there's really very few places where you have the history, the culture, and the outdoors just within an arm's reach.
Billings is the biggest city in Montana. There's a lot to do. It's a great place for family and to raise family. There's some challenges with industry and other things and employment in some areas. That's just the way it is. There's no perfect town. But for raising a family, it's pretty high on my list. Born and raised here, but there's a lot to see and do. Has a lot of restaurants per capita, one of the highest cities for restaurants. Uh, it's amazing how many people come in here. I work at Walmart in the west end of town, and they sell over around $400,000 of merchandise a day there. So it has a lot of retail too. Let's go on here. It does have bands and other things. Its downtown is improving all the time and they're working on it. There are a lot of cultural exhibits, paintings, other things, museums here. Of course, the West, Rand's Hatter and other places that custom make their hats and do things. Breweries, there's a lot of those. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of open doors and trails and mountains, wilderness, just 60, 70 miles away. You can go to wilderness areas where you're out and no one else is hardly around you. Of course, the rims are surrounding the town. A lot of biking trails around here. I like Riverfront Park, but there are a lot of trails on the rims and other places. A lot of eating establishments and beers and a lot of bars, unfortunately. Again, picture of downtown. They show up a lot of different restaurants. A lot of competition here. A lot of people thought they could do a restaurant in Billings and they didn't make it. A lot of breweries and other places too. In summers, and it's great. I don't like the winters much. They can be long and harsh sometimes. They can be mild sometimes. It can be varied. But you can have 30-degree below weather and 100 and plus weather. Those are extremes, but they do happen. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Visit the town. It's a great spot to get into West Yellowstone. We're going to go and do a shot there on that. Now, this is Traveling Mel, and she's got some things in Yellowstone to do. Yellowstone, there's millions of people visit that area. Snowmobiling in the wintertime, there's a lot of wildlife all over the place. A lot of cross-country skiing, snowmobiling, it's famous for that. And of course, there is lodging and great food there. There's also geysers that are famous. Elk and buffalo are all over the place. Wildlife is all over the place. Let's go to Glacier. This guy's got a little more in Yellowstone. The hot springs are incredible. Old Faithful. This is part of the Yellowstone Canyon, Upper Canyon. Pretty crazy. Some of the hot glaciers and pools are famous. This is a shot that's been on National Geographic. Except elk are everywhere in certain regions. There's been forest fires and other things in the park. And some of these hot pools are incredible, but they are dangerous. They are hot, and if you don't stay on the trails, you will get injured or hurt. There's some more buffalo shots. We're going to end it there. Glacier has some of the steepest mountains and most pristine area. It's only open 3 months a year. It's too snowy and too far north to do otherwise. Logan Pass, one of the great passes there. Snow there year-round. Interesting wildlife. Doesn't show many of the lakes, but there are a lot of great lakes and streams in Glacier. A lot of waterfalls. There's a great shot of a bighorn sheep. Key West Glacier. There's some really steep mountains there, and there's one of their old tour buses, probably at McDonald Pass, waiting to take off. Another road shot. There's only two major roads in and out of the park, and everything else has to be hiked up to or taken up, and there's some very steep mountains, so you've got to be in great shape. Huckleberries are there before the mountain closes in August, for the park closes in August. I think it closes in September, the latest, so it's open from June, July, August, a little bit of September, and that's about it. Um, Sometimes when it's real snowy, they have a tough time opening it in later May or June. Yeah, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Some great scenery in Montana. Another reason I love the state. Some areas not so great, but there are great natural beauty and areas in this state. I haven't said that some of the mining people and some of the people haven't taken a lot of money and wealth out of this state and put it elsewhere, unfortunately. The big boys have always ruled here, probably always will. In this, Roger Marsh from Billings, Montana. Good day.